Gamescom is coming up, but before that comes my 8th pick video, and also my biggest one to date. Hello, I'm jdthemightymesprit, the guy that loves videogames but hates IGN, and it is time for another pick video. This is my 8th pick video, and this is also going to be my biggest one yet, probably my biggest one yet. So I really hope you enjoy. Again, we have a lot of stuff to get through, so yeah, before that, I really hope you enjoy. Please help do guys like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, let's get to it. So anyway, we're gonna start out with the systems. Normally, I start out with games or promotions, but I actually got a few systems, and I'll tell you the stories behind them. So, and we're gonna start off with this. This is a console only. Usually, I collect the completed box, but console I only collect the I sometimes I promise collect the wheels. I'm gonna show this one first. I finally got a working Dreamcast. So I actually show you the other Dreamcast. I'm making get it out. Okay. So I ordered a Dreamcast, which here it is. I still have it. This was the Dreamcast I got when I ordered that. When I first got it. It did not work though. So I was on the hunt for a replacement, and I finally got another one. So I'm very glad I do. And I'm actually gonna put it over here because the big one, probably the most expensive item I have for the video. I know it's really early, but I want to make like video games to focus. So I'm so glad I have this. Okay, so here's the story. So I basically went to the flea market. The guy who I usually go, the booth I usually go to, the guy that wants the booth said that he had a complete system for this. And he was asking $140, which is a really good price. I checked eBay, and these things go for $300 to $400, which is crazy. So I got a really good score on this, and I paid $140. I did try to my wallball and try to drop the price a little bit, but he wouldn't do that. I ended up paying $140, and that is if I can whip this, and that is a NES action set. Very glad. This is actually really heavy, so I'm gonna put this down, but I'm super glad to finally own the complete system for the first time. And it's actually really amazing. And of course, I will have one NES game that I also got at the flea market to show with it, to go along with it. So I'm on the PS2 game, but whatever. Anyway, now that it's all the way, let's get to the games. So, of course, we're gonna do the usual one system games. Games I only picked up one game per system. Then after that, we'll just get the stacks. So we have, but before we start, the majority of these games I was able to find. There were like a couple things I had to go to eBay for. I actually did go to eBay for, like majority of the Wii U, which we'll get to. But other than that, like with the last pick video, the majority of this stuff was pretty much found. I was able to find. So, or I bought a lot, or yeah, pretty much what I found. Anyway, this one I did buy and get off eBay, but it's actually from a lot with the Wii Watt, and that's Family Party, Dirty Great Games, Obstacle Arcade. I heard this is one of the worst games on the Wii U, but I'm very glad to have it because, again, whatever I don't have, I'm keeping, and whatever I do have, I'm selling. So this is a game I did not have. So unfortunately, bad news is that it's missing the manual, and it usually does come in the manual. So probably I'll get one soon, but very glad to have it. So Borderlands 3. So story about this one is I actually picked up two versions. I'll show the other version later on, but I bought two versions of this game. They were sealed. I opened this one because I wanted to play it. I'm a huge Borderlands fan, so I want to get this one sealed, and I want to open this one. And they were both $10 a piece, so I ended up paying $20 for both versions. So really cool. We also have Spawn Armageddon, and you have to be very careful with this. It's got a little bit of this thing that's in the middle, but it is complete. Very glad to have this one. I actually heard I know that AV actually reviewed this game, so I don't know how bad it could be. I do not know if the AV reviewed this game, so I'm actually really looking forward to playing this game actually. So, and the NES game I got at the same time I got the NES system, completed box copy of Tetris, which is a very awesome game to get. Very glad to have this one. This one usually goes like around 40, so in this condition, so very glad to have it. Next up, we have Xbox 360. I know, Xbox 360, I usually say that for later, but I'm actually doing it now because I don't have this much quality Xbox 360 games, unfortunately. I would have got more, but unfortunately I decided not to get this much quality. I am going for 400% Xbox 360 set, but I actually focus on another system, which I will save till the end to tell you, but yeah, basically, I am going for full Xbox 360 set, and so anyway, let's get to it. I only have 4 games to show, but they're not the best games, but there are games I do need, so I'm very glad to have them. We have Rabbits Arrive and Kickin', which I rarely see. I don't see that game very often. You Draw, Studio Instant Artist. I guess probably the better. We'll get into the better ones here. Enchanted Arms. This is a JRPG. I did have to go to eBay for this one, but this is a JRPG. The first JRPG in the Xbox 360. Unfortunately, it's not that great, but I'm very glad to have it. It's a game I do not have. Unfortunately, Ben said it has trouble opening, but you have to be very careful opening this because it's not easy to open, but it is complete. And yeah, this one is a bit of disappointment, but very glad to have it. I have played this one. And finally, the Xbox 360. Of course, this is one of the best. This is one of the best X generation games out there. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, which I'm kind of surprised it came out on 360, but yeah, I'm actually very glad to have this game. This is not a game I want because I have this game on Xbox One, but now I'm very glad I found it on 360, and it was only $8. This game goes right around 15, so yeah, very glad to have it, and knock it off the list. So that's it with the 360. I'm gonna move my phone actually, so I could actually move the. And I can do my Switch games next. So next up we're gonna do Switch, and I don't usually get that much Switch games, but the story about the Switch games is that, okay, I have a story to tell. So you remember in the last pickup video, I hung out with my friend Muhammad, and he basically gave me a bunch of games. Well, he came over again and gave me some more games, and he basically we basically went game hunting together. So some of the things I actually got thanks to him, but so I'll have to give a huge thank you, a shout out at the end of this video. But yeah, Muhammad came again, and I got some more games from him. It's not as much compared to the last time, but still very good. So, and these are games I've actually been looking for, so I'm very glad. These will be nice additions to my Switch collection. We have Arms with extendable arms. I know, great game, but the final boss is really tough though. Like, I cannot beat the final boss, but I'm actually me and my brother tried to beat the final boss, we could not do it, so, actually my brother's more good at this game than I am, but very glad to have it. Next up, Super Mario Odyssey, very glad to finally get this one. I love this game. My brother had a copy, but this is actually my own copy, which it was very glad to have this game. I've actually been looking for this while, I cannot wait to play it. It's just I do not have time to play it right now, because actually, the story about why I don't have time to I'm actually going to be leaving. After I make this video, I'm actually going to be going away. We're actually going to be going to the Berkshires in Massachusetts to see a friend of ours. Majorly because there's going to be a concert, there's going to be a concert on Saturday, which we think will probably get COVID, but anyway, yeah, point is that we have to leave, so, yeah, that's why I'm doing this video now. Anyway, next up we have Astral Chain. I have played this game, really great game. The problem with it is that you have to basically search for clues, which I say is the same bullshit as Persona 5 Strikers. So, which sucks, because I want to beat this game, because it is a Platinum Games game, because Platinum Games make great games by Bayonetta, Mad World, Metal Gear Rising, and of course this is another great Platinum Games game to add to their library of great games. And the last Switch game I have, and this is actually one I did pay for retail of, but I'm probably never going to see this in the wild again. I did see it once, but I already had it, and that's the Kiba's Trip, Hellbound and Debrief, 10th Anniversary Edition. It's actually and it's factory sealed. I actually haven't ordered such an edition in a while, so I'm actually very glad to finally get this one. And it's actually, I really like the artwork. Take a look at the artwork. It's actually really good. Really good anime artwork, so anyway, that's that. So now we're going to move on to the bigger games on the biggest stacks, which of course are the ones over there and on my right. It's actually to the left that you're seeing, but it's also to the right of me for me recording. Anyway, so next, first we'll do the Wii. So, yeah, the Wii, so basically the Wii stuff, the majority of the stuff I actually got on a lot, but a couple of these games I was able to find. But even on a couple of these games I'm actually getting back, because there were a couple games in the lot that I actually did used to own, but I sold my Wii collection because I'm stupid. But now I'm basically a couple of these games I'm getting back. I am starting to remember which games I have to get back, but these two games are one I'm very glad to get back. I actually been looking for them. So, and because I wanted to actually factory sealed, which is even better. Anyway, we have Greek Character Revolution. This is volume 1. I'm actually gonna move the keep it straight. There we go. Tony Hawk's Shred. This is a game I used to own. Never been able to experience this game fully, unfortunately, but I'm very glad to have this one. Very glad to have this one back, actually. This one I actually just got today, actually. I actually went to Berkshires and I just got this. And that's Guinness World Records, the video game. I heard it's shovelware, but again, I do not have this game because I need it, so for sets I'm going for a complete set of Skyrim the Superchargers Racing. And I used to play this game on 3DS. I did find it to be a ripoff of Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed on 360. So pretty much now I have both versions of this version of Sonic and the Superchargers. So, in case you do not aware, there are 2 versions of Skyrim the Superchargers. There was basically the console version, which is basically the main version, which was on Xbox 360, PS3, and Wii U, Xbox One, and Xbox One and PS4. But there was also the racing version, which is a different game altogether, which basically is on the Wii and 3DS. Now, in each version of Skyrim Superchargers came a specific figure. And on Nintendo consoles, we got 2 specific figures. The Wii U version of Skyrim Superchargers came with Hammer Slam Donkey Kong, which I did not own, and the Wii version came, and the 3DS version came with Hammer Slam Bowser, which I did used to own, of which I sold it, and now it goes for a lot more. But so that's a little history to those of you who need to be aware. Yes, I remember the Nintendo E3 digital event for E3 2013, which was they did the Muppet thing. To be honest, I love the Muppets, so I don't mind it. So a lot of people did mind it, and they were upset about it, but I like it because it was the Muppets, and it was done by a Jim Henson Company, and I do love the Muppets, and I do love Jim Henson Company, so that's something you might want to be aware. Anyway, next up we have Men in Black Alien Crisis. So, fun fact about the series is that I actually, when I was in the Berkshires back, I believe I was maybe in 8th grade or something, I don't know, but I actually tried to watch Men in Black 2 because Michael Jackson was in it, and I could not watch it. I did not know it was a comedy, but I actually tried to watch the second Men in Black movie. It was on Amazon Prime, so I wanted to watch it, and I tried to watch it. I couldn't watch it because I felt so scared. And what sucks is that I heard Nostalgia Critic reviewed the second Men in Black movie, so that kind of sucks because I would want to see it, but I don't want to see it at the same time because Nostalgia Critic reviewed it. And honestly, I love Nostalgia Critic, but at the same time, he does review a lot of bad movies, and there are a good amount of bad movies that he hasn't reviewed, so maybe I'll get around to watching this, about playing this, and also watching the second movie. So yeah. Next up we have these are the 2 Factory Seal games. Generator Rocks, Agent of Providence, which is actually based on a Cartoon Network show. I don't know why, but it is for some reason. Of course, Cartoon Network made great shows like Adventure Time, and Steven Universe. What was the other one? Uncle Grandpa, and of course my favorite of the bunch, Regular Show. This is one more Monday Night Show I'm missing, but yeah. So yeah, very glad to get that one. And finally, this is the one I'm super excited about. I used to have this game on. I have this game on 360, and there's no reason for me to open it. But again, I used to own this game on 360 Wii, and I'm very glad to get this one back. And that's the Black Eyed Peas Experience. So you might remember that I showcased the 360 version, which I found at a Housing Works thrift shop. But this is the Wii version, which I got on the lot. Very glad to get this one back. It's actually a game I used to play. Really enjoy. It's by Just Dance in a way. It actually is by WS Soft, who made Just Dance, but yes, it is by Just Dance in a way. It's actually pretty cool. Anyway, next up we're gonna do 3DS. I need to move my PS4 games. Anyway, so next up we're gonna do 3DS games. Don't have a lot of 3DS games, but they actually are quality 3DS games. That's why I'm showing them first. Later. But yeah, these are games I've actually been working for a while, and yeah, basically a few of these were given to me by Muhammad. So basically, I got a huge 3DS slot. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to list them because again, I'm going away in a few days. But yeah, I basically got a 3DS slot from Muhammad, So pretty much these are gonna be a big, not a small, but this is gonna be a small boost to my 3DS collection, which is really cool. Anyway, first up we have Kirby Triple Deluxe, which is a great game. I did play it. Really fun. I cannot wait to play it again. I heard it's pretty easy, but so it actually means there's actually 2 more Kirby games I need. Kirby Kirby Battle Royale. I'm not sure what that Kirby fighting game on 3DS is, but if everybody has that one, please let me know. And Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn, which is the Wii remake of the 3DS remake of Kirby's Epic Yarn Runway. So everybody has those, please let me know. And also, these were ones that were given to me by Muhammad, so thank you so much. Again, we have Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, which means I have all versions of Rugrats now. Pokemon Ultra Sun, and also Pokemon Ultra Moon, which is actually a game I'm actually currently playing. I tried playing Lunar on PS1, but I cannot get far, so I'm actually currently playing this game. But yeah, I'm not really enjoying this one as much as Sun and Moon. I used to enjoy Sun and Moon. This one is definitely accurate, but it also changed some stuff up. I'm not sure how. I do know there's like a post game, to where basically you can go against Team Rainbow Rocket. I probably might do that, but yeah. Anyway, these 2 games are one I've been looking for forever, so I'm very glad to have these 2. These are not easy games to come across. So now basically I have, and also the story about those 2 is that basically, when Muhammad gave them to me, they were missing the cartridges. Thankfully, I was going to Muhammad's place, and then after we were going to game. So thankfully, Muhammad was nice enough to give the cartridges. We were able to get the cartridges, and I was able to get them complete. So, and on top of that, I got to experience the PlayStation 5 for the first time, which I never get to see in the wild. So this was my first time to experience the PlayStation 5, and I really liked the system. But at the same time, I used to, the controller's okay. I don't like the controller as much as compared to PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 controllers, but it's fine. I used to thought it was horrible, but not really. Anyway, I'm rambling. We gotta move on. So next up, we have PlayStation 4. Now you're gonna notice a D with the PlayStation 4. So of course, why these games were given to me, Muhammad, and we went Game On, so I was able to buy some of these. But you will notice a little bit of a theme here. And you'll see why, but in with the last 3 games. But anyway, we have Star Wars Battlefront, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, Borderlands 3, and this is going to be the start of this game, okay? I'm not explaining the game. Oh, I think we're on. Anyway, Mortal Kombat XL, Monster Hunter World Iceborne, Dragon Ball FighterZ. So actually, this was the game that me and Muhammad were playing when I went to his hotel. So, yeah, this is a game I've never seen in a while that often. I've actually never seen this. It's actually based on an anime. That's Black Clover Quarter Nights. Never seen this game, so we're glad to have it. And of course, this is where the theme really shines. This is based, you know what I said? And the factory sealed copy of Naruto Shippuden Ultra Ninja Storm 4 Road to Boruto. Man, that's a long title. Shadow of the Colossus. So this one I actually got for PC, which was usually overcharged. But this is actually a $40 game, factory sealed. And I ended up getting it for $20. So I actually caught them slipping big time. And finally, I'm so happy to have this game. I cannot believe I actually was able to find this game for the price I was willing to pay. Final Fantasy VII Remake. I am so happy to have this game. This is a game, and I've been looking for so long. I did find this game at PC Witches, but it was $60, and the lowest I was willing to go for was $30. So I'm very glad I was able to find this game and for the price I'm willing to pay. Well, actually, the price I was willing to pay, Muhammad paid for it, but for me. But yeah, of course, basically, this is. I love Final Fantasy VII, so once I get my PS4, I cannot wait to play this game because I heard that this is one of the best games on the PlayStation 4. I know people say Persona 5 is one of the best games on PS4, but I don't like that one. But of course, I do have Final Fantasy VII, so I cannot wait to play it. So I will explain that. I will say that I don't own the PlayStation 4 right now, but again, I'm building a PlayStation 4 collection so that eventually when I get a PlayStation 4, I will have games. I will have some games for it. On top of that, PlayStation 4 games are probably gonna go up in price. So I want to, and because they're cheap right now, so that's why I want to get them now before. Now that's a legacy system. I want to get them now before they go up, and before it's too late. Anyway, we're gonna end with the PlayStation 3. So even though I technically want to end with the PlayStation 4. But the reason why I'm ending with the PlayStation 3, because, well, first off, I'm starting to collect for the PlayStation 3, and I'm actually probably going to start going for a complete set. But anyway, so I said, I have another second PS3 in this, and even though I want to end with the PlayStation 4, I'm ending with the PlayStation 3 because it's actually because of quantity over quantity. And I'm not saying it in like a greedy way of saying it's more so collecting standpoint. It's right. There's more. What I mean by that is it's more bigger heavies on PS3 than I have and on PS4. And on top of it, it's more better scores. I got the better scores on PS3. So that's why we're ending with the PlayStation 3. Which actually is going to be the second time we end with the PlayStation 3 in the pick of the video. It was actually really cool. Anyway, let's end this out with PlayStation 3. First up, we have Disney Infinity 2.0. So the story about this one is that I got the game, I got the manual, and after Muhammad gave me the game, and again, I already had the manual, so of course I was able to put the manual in, I was able to complete it, so it was really cool. This was the last of the games that I found in the flea market alongside the NES, Tetris, and Spawn, and that's Assassin's Creed 3. Very, very glad to have this one, even though it's not that expensive, but I actually had Assassin's Creed 3 on 360, but the condition was so poor that I decided not to get it. Anyway, I got my head itching. Tomb Raider. Dead Island Special Edition. So this is actually a Special Edition variant, so I never see this one in a while, so I'm very glad to have it. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I actually have to switch around. Anyway, continuing on, we have God of War Collection. So I actually just got this game today, actually. So I'm actually very glad to have this one. It is complete, big, and this usually goes like around $15. I got it for $7. Unfortunately, it has a stupid security sticker, which I'm probably not gonna bother because I did bother with it when I got Dead or Alive 5. I'm not gonna bother with it this time, so I cannot remove it. So I'm probably just gonna leave it on. FIFA 16. This is the deluxe edition, factory sealed. So the story about this one is that this is the deluxe edition and I totally said, I'm sorry, edition deluxe edition. I guess I can speak Spanish. I took Spanish, but anyway, I never see this variant in the wild, and this is actually $4, and it's factory sealed. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna hold on to it. And this one I paid $8 at a thrift store. We have FIFA 17. This is actually not an easy game to find. Actually, I actually tried finding information on eBay, but there wasn't a lot of copies. When I went to Housing Lab, there wasn't a lot of copies sold. But I think that meant to me that I actually found something pretty rare. So, you know, it's not really rare, but I found something uncommon. So, forgot to have it. And we're getting down to the end here. Here we have Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. So, when I actually found this game at the flea market the last week before I got the NES, I went to Tomb Raider and Dead Island. And this one, I was concerned that I thought they would have been overcharged. But this is actually a $40 game complete. I cannot believe that this was actually a $40 game complete. But it is a $40 game complete. This was, of course, the last of the Harry Potter games, and when EA lost the license, the games went up. So, very glad I was able to find this game, and I got it for much cheaper. So this game I just got today, and I actually tested it, and it does work, thankfully. And I've actually been looking for this game for so long. Very glad to have it, and that's The Legend of Heroes: Trials of Cold Steel. Sorry about that. Anyway, The Legend of Heroes: Trials of Cold Steel. Very glad to have this game. I've been looking for this game for so damn long. I cannot believe how long. It took me a very long time to find this game. I did find it, but I didn't get it before. But now I'm glad I did it. Again, it has a sticker, so I'm not gonna bother getting it. It is complete, which I'm very glad to have it, and it does work. So very glad to have this game. And finally, the last game for the pick of video, and I'm so happy to have this game. And this is one of my favorite. Not only is it one of my favorite 360 games and PS3 games, it is also one of the funniest games I've ever played in my life. I am not even joking. And that's Lollipop Chainsaw. I cannot believe this game skyrocketed in price. Like for something this it's supposed to be adorable. I cannot believe this game skyrocketed in price. Of course, this game was directed by James Gunn. It is a 51 game, but it was also directed by James Gunn. Of course, James Gunn was known for movies like Guardians of the Galaxy, Romeo and Juliet, Swither, and of course now he just made the Suicide Squad, which I actually really want to see. But yeah, of course, James Gunn, great director, and obviously this is a great game as well. It does have the charm, the funny, the comedy that of course James Gunn movies usually have. So very glad to have this game and not have to pay much more than what it will go for in the future. So very glad to have it. But guys, that is gonna be it for this particular video. I really hope you enjoyed. This was a long one, so not a super long one. We got 25 minutes, but this was, again, I am going away, so I want to save up a bit more, but at the same time I am going away. That's why I gotta get this video done. But anyway, very glad to have this game. This is all gonna be a huge boost, and I finally just reached 700 through 6 games today. So if it's someone by the age of 19, that's actually really for college level student age, that's actually really that's a lot of games, and I very much 700. So this will be a huge boost. Anyway, that being said, I'm gonna end it all here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm jdthemightymesprit, the guy that loves video games but hates IGN.